What if I told you that thousands of people have tried summoning Bloody Mary in front of a mirror, and some swear they've seen her? A shadow behind them. A whisper in the dark. Scratches on the glass that weren't there before. But is this just an urban legend, or is there something much darker behind this story? You know the ritual. Turn off the lights, light a candle, and say her name 3 times in front of a mirror. If you do it right, she will appear. But few people actually know where this legend comes from. Some say she was Mary Worth, a woman accused of witchcraft and executed in a gruesome ritual centuries ago. Others claim it all traces back to Mary I of England, the infamous Bloody Mary, whose reign was soaked in blood due to the mass executions she ordered. But there's another theory, one that people don't talk about as much. Some believe that Bloody Mary is not a ghost, not a woman seeking revenge, but something else entirely, something ancient, something that has always been watching. The legend has been whispered for centuries, passed down from generation to generation. But here's the unsettling part. No matter where you hear the story, the warnings are always the same. Do not call her name. Do not look into the mirror for too long, and whatever you do not do it alone. Why do we deliberately summon something we fear? There's something about forbidden rituals that pull us in. It's the thrill of the unknown, the rush of adrenaline. It's why people test their luck with Ouija boards, why they whisper ghost stories around campfires. Most people who try the Bloody Mary ritual laugh it off. Nothing happens. Just their reflection staring back at them. But some people don't laugh. Some say they saw something move in the shadows behind them. Some claim to have seen a second face in the mirror, one that wasn't their own. Others say that the scratches on their arms or the bruises on their neck appeared right after they turned the lights back on. Could it all be psychological? The power of suggestion? Scientists say our brains are wired to find patterns, even where there are none. They call it pareidolia, the reason we see faces in tree bark or shadows in the corner of a dark room. But what if, just once, someone really did see her, and what if she saw them back? Here's something that isn't often discussed. Mirrors have long been thought to be portals, gateways between our world and another. In folklore, mirrors were often covered after a person died to prevent their soul from getting trapped inside. Some cultures even believed that reflections were more than just an image, they were a piece of your soul. So, what happens when you stand before a mirror, whispering the name of something that should not be disturbed? In 1978, a group of university students filmed themselves performing the Bloody Mary ritual in an abandoned house. The footage was later found, but it cuts out at a crucial moment. Right after the 3rd repetition of her name, the candle flickers, and the screen goes black. The person holding the camera was found alone in the house, muttering Bloody Mary over and over again. The others, they were never seen again. Bloody Mary remains one of the most enduring legends of all time. Is it just a myth, a trick of the mind, or something far more sinister? Some believe she is a ghost, forever tied to the mirror world. Others claim she is not human at all, that she is something older, something that feeds off fear. One thing is certain, the legend continues. People still attempt the ritual. Some leave unharmed, others won't talk about what they saw. And a few, just a few, say that after calling her name their reflection never quite looked the same again. So now the question is, would you do it? Would you stand before a mirror in the dark, whispering her name, waiting to see what happens? Or is part of you afraid that if you do, something might be looking back at you? If you've ever tried the Bloody Mary ritual, tell your story in the comments. And if you're still curious about urban legends, check out the next video. We're diving into some of the darkest myths you've never heard of. Just remember, some legends exist for a reason.